finish that, they agreed to do more. That was gonna be, that's where the additional year came in. But they've done $13,000 of work. They also agreed to do a whole bunch more that they have not yet done. But because of Lisa Thomas, we received from FSG Painters today a letter, and I'm just gonna read it. Dear Charity, it has come to my attention that the painting that FSG did for the park has become a source of controversy for you. Let this letter serve as notification that I will pay for the 2 camping spots for the 2016 season that were part of the agreement between FSG and Mill Creek as it relates to the trading of paint and services for camping. My family and I have enjoyed Mill Creek for many years and are saddened to see so much negativity brought to the park by a few disgruntled individuals with nothing more than an axe to grind. I thank you for allowing me and FSG to be a part of something positive that you were trying to achieve and bringing a fresh look to what was a rundown place in major need of maintenance. Per our conversation, excuse me, an agreement to paint the remaining buildings this year and offering to pay for our camping for this season. This will terminate our agreement for the painting as well as the donation of additional paint and any future donations. I wish you nothing but the best as you try to continue to make improvements. I ask that you share this with your board. It's important that they know how the negativity but few is impacting the desire to want to give back to a place as special as Mill Creek. To the board, your director has tried tirelessly to make much needed improvements around the park with limited staffing and resources. I hope that she will continue to look for ways to improve services and amenities for the future of your customers, as they are the ones losing out here due to a few self-serving people who have no clue how to engage a community. The approximate total of the painting that was done this year in exchange for $3,920 in camping is $10,800 and our cost for paint. In total, the park would have received $23,703 in services in exchange for $7,840 in camping, as I have sold our boat, which is a $15,863 to the good. It doesn't take a college graduate to do that math. I have no idea who initiated this frivolous claim for an investigation, but it's doing nothing but taking away from the efforts of Mill Creek. I can only imagine the good that could be done for the park if your director could spend her time and energy on implementing improvements instead of wasting it on negative crap. I wish Charity and Mill Creek nothing but the best. God bless. Clifford Allison. So, from this, it now becomes a non-issue because they got a year's worth of camping, which was below $4,000 anyway. They gave the district $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 worth of free stuff, but they'll never do it again.
So, in addition to the $15,000, $20,000 we've spent in attorney fees on Ms. Thomas's complaints, plus 10,000 or so in her time to meet over 150 FOIAs, which involve over 10,000 pages of documents, as I understand it. Now we've lost another 10,000 in donated services. Is that what he said?
Yep. And who knows what you lost in the future? I mean, that's just what he's saying. I'm done. Who knows what he would have done in the future? Who knows what people are not? I mean, who knows what people are not doing because they don't want to be a part of this attack that's constantly coming? Who knows?
Yeah, he's just one person that owns a business that's trying to help us out here. I mean, he knows more people, so they're going to be less likely to come out here and try to donate or anything now. I mean,
the intangibles of the witch hunt is you just can't even possibly measure it. You can't. And there's no control in it.
Well, it seems like that point ought to be up to discussion.
I mean, there's nothing you can do.
In executive session.
Maybe some kind of litigation. But
That's why
that'll
I'm
just
saying.
cost more money,
Well,
directed at or toward Lisa Thomas.
well, it's already cost us 30,000. Not counting this.
Is that $30,000 because of FOIA?
FOIA, attorney fees,
Okay, if FOIA was,
lawsuits.
if FOIA was fulfilled without having to call the attorney and see what they have to do right, to make it right, and if it was done on time, then wouldn't the lawsuits not be there?
Maybe,
I don't know, I mean,
I mean,
well,
if
to
there's nothing to
me,
sue for, there's nothing to sue for.
yeah, well, that doesn't always stop people. I mean, if there's nothing to complain about, there's nothing to complain about too. But yet, we have a complaint. So maybe, maybe not. Certainly, the attorney's fees are an easy thing to put a number on. What is the cost to the district of the staff that have been required to address all these FOIA? Forget timely, not timely, just the requests.
Well, I assume you hired a full-time person, right, for that?
I didn't hire someone, you were on the board, so I would say you hired
Well,
someone.
Charity hired somebody. We said it was fine, I think, might have been before me. I don't remember.
But even at that, Randy, it
That's
doesn't matter, because half the crap that I get,
$18,000.
I still have to do. Why? Because it's text messages, it's emails, it's things that are related to the director. The entire intent is to keep me so busy that I cannot do my job, and we all know it.
So then we can have a petition to get rid of the director. And
and
it's not you, I'm not saying it's
Guarantee
you,
it's not me.
and I'm not saying that you have any control. I firmly believe you have no control. But it's hurting the district. I mean, this is just one more way, but a very concrete way, for everybody to see how it's hurting the district.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, generosity of the people that came down here, Mr. Allison and his family, the things that they were doing for the park. I mean, when I saw that sign the first day I drove in, I think I told you, I said, that is really neat. I think all of those things are better for the park, but this is the same comment that we've had in the past. These things are frivolous, completely uncalled for, that continue to attack everybody that's involved out here trying to get anything done. It's non-productive time. And when you spend all your time on non-productive things, you don't get anything done. And it's just a sane person would go crazy over these non-productive issues. And it's really gone way too far. And this hurts the community. All the other people that have been involved in over the years, where are we gonna get all the donations for the fireworks this year, gang?
Who's gonna
You
pay?
know where that's gonna come from? I don't know, because I don't think anybody wants to be involved with it.
I had a potential candidate for employment tell me this week that they didn't think that they could handle all of the scrutiny and the constant bashing on social media. And therefore, they didn't think that they could accept the position.
and if anybody thinks that it has anything to do with transparency or better governmental operation of this park, I got a bridge to sell you. And
It's personal.
of course it's personal.
It's
It
personal.
It's exactly what Charity said. It's to tie up every ounce. I told several people 6 months ago that it's a scheme to tie up Charity's time so she couldn't get half of the things done that she'd like to and would be helpful. And then people could come in and say, she's not doing her job, you need to fire her. So what happens? Charity's evaluation was to be summarized this week. We get 7 complaints from Lisa, the board members do, this week, her evaluation week. D-Real, and I think D-Real, I was told D-Real and Stephanie Romero both have petitions on their websites for people to sign to get rid of Charity. Now, if anybody thinks those occurrences are coincidental, wahoo.
Yeah.
They're not coincidental at all, they're timed to overstimulate the board with what a poor job, quote unquote, poor job she's doing, all these allegations which are out in left field. And this movement against, to the board, what a poor job she's doing, which is about 300,000 miles from the difference. Any time that you on the brink of serious financial problems, that your consultant advises you you're gonna have to borrow money to get through a month or two, when she was employed to a position where you've got $350,000 in the bank, thinks she's doing a poor job, they ain't too good at management.
Is there any time, in your professional opinion, that this crosses the line into harassment and bullying?
Oh, this is definitely harassment and bullying. This is just designed to bully, it's designed to wear her out and bully her out of this job. That's all this is. This is middle school bullshit.
So as the board and as the board's attorney, should this be taken to the next level?
Well, you've also got
Is that what you were asking earlier?
yes, that's what I was gonna broach. You also have the issue, in my opinion, of course, I don't know the legalities, of defamation.
What character?
Lisa throws fraud, theft, those terms around like a politician throwing candy out in the parade.
Well, I can certainly give you, I don't wanna give you guys legal advice in an open meeting.
I understand that,
But I will certainly,
but I'm asking a question.
yeah. There are certainly claims and causes of action there. And, you know, if those should be pursued, how they should be pursued, who should be kept in the know on, you know, once that decision's been made. When I got the complaint by Lisa, and was talking to Charity about it, I said, just deal with it in open session. Maybe it'll make her stop. It won't, but maybe if you just lay it all out there publicly, and don't go into closed session to deal with it, just lay it out there. Fine, you know, she says that all over Facebook anyway. She says it at the coffee shop, at Facebook, all this nonsense. So just, it's out there, let's just deal with it publicly. And Charity was, to her credit, Charity said, yeah, let's just get it done. So, I wish she was here.
I understand, but my question, I guess my
I wonder
question
why-
is based on what Terry started and all finished. So do you need direction from us to investigate and come back with a recommendation?
I do, because you guys are,
I will make that motion.
I'll second it.
Can we do that being it's not on the agenda?
I don't need it, I don't even need
You
it,
just need a direction.
I just need a direction. Is it the consensus of the board that I should look into potential causes of action against Lisa for harassment, bullying, or anything else that's a defamation,
character.
anything else that's available?
Is there ever an abuse of the FOIA request?
You can't become a frequent requester and you,
I'm at that.
She toes the line with that.
I'm just
She-
throwing
she knows.
ideas
She's
out there,
right
I
at
mean.
her,
yeah.
just under 50 in a year. or
So I
just-
support that. I don't, maybe we don't need a motion, but
You support that.
I do.
I support that.
I also support that.
Yeah, I support that.
I abstain. I'm not voting on something that's not on,
Well, it's not on the, it's not a
It's
vote.
not a vote, it's a
It's not a
support or
vote.
no support.
that's pretty much a vote, isn't it?
No,
No, she needs direction. And that
getting
comes from the
direction
board.
from the board.
Of course, I can understand why Randy would abstain, and I'd abstain also,
If I were in his position.
if I were in that position.
So what do we need to do with the
You don't.
Rule exchanges, we're done with.
You don't.
with
I
the
mean, it's
balance.
over.
Do we need to clarify that any of the expenses that occurred up to now, do we need to clarify the electric usage thing? I'm asking just because I want this to be a done, dead issue.
So we need to write this man a check like a goodwill gesture for
Not
the
asking for a
services.
check, but I suggest that you all, if I were sitting on this board, I would write a personal note to him.
To the,
To
Mr.
Mr.
Allison.
Mr. Allison.
I would.
Can you make sure that we all have his address?
With respect to the electricity, was electricity included with the camping compensation that was part of her overall comp?
I understood it to be that way.
Is that how you understood it? Is that how you
That's the way I
understood it?
absolutely.
Randy,
I didn't understand it.
one way or another?
Well, you weren't on the board.
I wasn't on the
Oh, okay.
board.
Yeah.
All right, so that's clarified. Electricity was a part of it. I don't know anything else that she has.
Well, what
Lisa
about,
has to complain
what, there were charges of theft and fraud about that
I haven't.
electric, I think it was $72 electricity in
Oh, that was-
section B.
That was the former complaint where she was basically
I
trying
think
to
that's
say
been
that it
clarified a
had.
couple times.
Has that been
That was a
clarified?
FOIA complaint, and she's showed explained it to us 2 or 3 times.
Okay,
That's where we changed sites and that.
It was only the two,
Okay.
Terry.
That's
We
what
don't,
happened.
we don't know what the other
I printed it out because I promised her that we'd get to the bottom of it.
allegation is.
is there any time that you paid a utility bill, an electric bill out there?
Mhm.
Why?
Because until you guys voted, or until the board voted in May, I was still paying the utility bills.
In May.
Okay, any committee reports to discuss? I don't believe any committees met this last month. I could be wrong.
Can we clarify that? The meeting in May, that's okay, I'm not
Go
trying to
ahead.
step over you, but
No,
I
go
want,
ahead.
I wanna clarify this, back to Ron's point, let's
Be done with
be
it.
done with
Okay.
this. It'll end up on Facebook and turn into something it's not. Prior to the vote in May, it was a discussion that I could have free camping, but there had not been a formal vote. So I was still paying my electric at that particular point in time. I felt like that was the right thing to do. I paid the last bill for May, for April, or what it was, but May was the last time that I paid that electric bill. May is also the time when the board voted that I could have my camping spot as part of my compensation package. So from that point forward, I did not pay, I didn't pay it after that.
Well,
That-
wasn't there some concern about your fee was entered in QuickBooks or wherever you enter them? And then you went back and,
A previous, yeah, well, it was entered into Campground Master. The
And then you
electric
went back and-
charge, and I did, yes, I did, because it was my understanding that it was included.
but that was from May on.
Right, June, July, I think, June, July, maybe even August, I don't remember now, but.
Okay.
So the record should show that your camping includes your electric.
Right, right? Is that what we're
Yes,
doing?
yes.
Okay.
We're clarifying that.
And that's how I would state it. The board clarified that
It was always,
it was the intent that electricity be included in your site.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing report on committees? Committee-wise?
You're talking about the committees on the fishing,
Yes.
the whole, just what I brought up earlier on public statement. We haven't had a fishing
Yes.
committee.
Yeah, we will be in touch.
We need to schedule a doc committee meeting.
Yeah, we need a doc committee meeting,
Okay.
policy committee meeting, several.
We have days and times, or we just to be announced?
I'll need to, yeah, I'll need to look at everybody's calendars.
Also, with that being said, we're going to start to look at the potential candidates to fulfill the 2 vacancies we have. I'd like to tentatively schedule Wednesday for interviews.
next Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday,
What time?
it'll be at 6.
I may not be able to be here.
If we could make that, if the candidates are available at that time. It is subject to change, but at this time, I'd like to schedule it for Wednesday at 6 o'clock to interview the potential candidates. I believe we have 4 candidates to interview.
Wednesday at 6.
Wednesday at 6.
You good, Randy?
No.
Are you good anytime Wednesday night?
Maybe, if it don't, how long do you think it'll take?
There's 4 of them, I'd say. It's
Hour?
gonna take
Couple
a
hours.
Couple hours
Half
to
hour
get through
each.
them all interview-wise.
Maybe 4:30?
I can't be here till 6, so. Then,
I'll have
we'll
to-
just schedule it
I'll have
for Thursday then.
I'm good Thursday.
Thursday work for everybody?
I don't know until I look at the calendar.
And I'll have to get with everybody and see if
Okay.
it works for them.
Tentatively Thursday, 6 o'clock, provided the potential candidates can be in attendance.
Insurance and other
That'll be subject to change, I'm
notice.
sure.
And an agenda.
We'll get an email clarifying more on that.
And if some of them say 2 could be and 2 couldn't, is there any reason we couldn't do it?
We can do the 2
Two.
or that, I mean, I don't know
They'll be there. They'll be there. They want the job, they'll be there. Right? I mean, what job interview you say, no, that's not convenient for them?
if, I can't make it.
Except for this is a, I mean, I want to question their sanity anyway.
I was just ready to say, I've used every avenue I can.
They're all automatically disqualified.
It's so stupid to say they'll do it.
Okay, with that being said, executive session.
And then you guys ran for it.
Since we're
Yeah,
gonna,
I
since
think
we're
we're gonna
gonna
do this.
table the other, the discussion,
We're gonna just table the discussion,
Evaluation.
evaluation at this time until we have them all.
just do all of that for next.
So we can table personnel discussion and review of executive session minutes. We will table that.
Let the record show that you have talked to Sherry about the one you've got.
Yes, I have spoken with her with the ones that we have received. I need a motion to table that.
It's nothing's tabled. You're just not going into executive
It's not
session.
going into executive session. Okay, well, that being said, I entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved. Got a motion, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?